The only issue I'd say with your laning is controlling the wave, because you really want the wave to always be, you want the wave always pushing against you. Unless, of course, you've got Banner or Zra, then you want it pushing towards them. Oh my god, it's a Malphite lane? You're giving me a Malphite lane to watch? Oh, man. Good stuff. I want to see you shit on this guy. I really do. Soul mid, Diana, okay, cool. So you're up against a Malphite. This is the dream lane. There's no lane like a Malphite lane. So first things first, I don't like that you're running to the tower. I would recommend either starting here or starting here. Starting at the tower is safe, and it means if you want to AFK and do something for the first minute of the game, you can. But I would recommend, to be a team player, you want to start either right here or right here. And same with the Talon should be here or here. One way or the other, there should be 4 people on the bot side of this jungle keeping an eye on things, and 1 person here. Either that or 5 people invading through the bot side to try and catch somebody out. And I'm not even sure if it's necessary to say go for Zerat ASAP, but the Zerat would have been really nice. Really nice. If you're asking me what division I'm in, it's Diamond 5 right now. I don't know which one. It won't be Diamond 5 for long, I can assure you. I will recline. So let's see, you've already picked your first skill, of course. I would recommend holding off on that first skill, but I guess it doesn't matter since you didn't start here or here. But in general, I'd start there, in one of those 2 places, so you can keep an eye for your team and make sure that the enemy team doesn't do anything funny. The Trogdor. Yeah, so first things first, I don't mind that you're hitting him with your Q. I don't mind that, but you did hit a bunch of minions in the process. And it looks like you're trying to push this in. It looks like you're trying to push this in, which I would not want to do yet. You don't want to be pushing the wave until you're level 2. Once you're 2, that's when you can really put on the harass. You're also missing easy CS. You've only got 2 CS here, despite the fact that the Malphite's not harassing you. He's not fighting back. He's not doing anything. So you really shouldn't be missing this CS. And now that you're 2, now it's okay to push. But once again, I don't like that you're pushing the wave so hard. Oh, that's right. Let's right side. Yep. Yeah, I don't like that you're pushing it, though. In this case, it means that you now have a really good fight against him. But you shouldn't be brawling with him. You should be harassing him with your abilities, not auto attacking him. At the time, there were no... mid lane just got killed. At the time, there weren't any enemy minions to hit you back, so it's okay. But in general, oh man, you just missed both a cannon and a ranged minion. Yeah, it looks like you need to work on your last hitting. But again, I don't like that you pushed it under the tower. You should want him to be pushing you under the tower. Especially since they have, well, Diana jungle is actually a very weak jungle early on, so this isn't too bad. I would not, until either of them are 6, you've got nothing to fear from a gank. Because what can Diana really do in a gank other than flash? Flashing is her only option. As long as you keep Elastic Slingshot up, you should feel pretty safe in the front line here. But yeah, you're at low health. Ooh, your bot lane picked up a double. You're at low health. He's low on mana, but he still has 1 potion charge. And, yeah, see, this isn't good. He's getting a lot of free damage off, and you can't... let me check something real quick. Yeah, you should be... so first things first, you should have been using Elastic Slingshot to disengage. So let's look back on that a second. So let's look at this. So you want to be poking with your abilities and picking up blobs as you're doing so. Once you see that he's trying to engage on you, you just want to disengage. You want to harass him with your abilities. You don't actually get... So right now, at this point, I would have done a point-blank Elastic Slingshot and walked away. At that point, I would have done a point-blank Elastic Slingshot and walked away. Because you didn't use your Elastic Slingshot, look at your health. That's the other thing. I would have started Duran Shield instead of Ruby Crystal. Ruby Crystal synergizes really well with your passive, but I feel like the Duran's Shield gives you a lot of extra health and health regen that is so useful at this point in the game. Plus, it reduces his auto attack damage. All the auto attacks he did on you did a ton. Oh, this should be a free kill. Yep, you ignite him right now because he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. Very nice. And this is the reason why you want him pushing against you. That's exactly the reason why you want him pushing against you. Because it leaves it easy for your jungler to come gank. You lucked out. That could have ended out so much worse than it did. Had he popped your passive before you got away, he might have been able to kill you. It's unlikely, but he might have been able to kill you. So it looks like 2 things that you need to work on. One is last hitting minions, and the other is wave control. Because you should have had the wave pushing against you the majority of the game until you started harassing him. At that point, when you're doing some serious damage to him, that's when it's okay. That's when it's okay to... wow, is he going for Morellonomicon first? I think he's going for Morellonomicon to counter your healing. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a Malphite do that before. Huh. It's a novel idea. Malphite has pretty good ratios. So yeah, laning phase-wise, that's what I would do. Also, wait, what happened? Oops. I think I know what happened. So you froze here. I'm guessing when you were right-clicking over here, you might have right-clicked on a minion and that minion died. And when that minion dies, well, you stop walking. So, it's a beginner mistake, and it's one I make all the time. It happens. That's the reason why it's a good idea to be focusing and constantly right-clicking. Don't just assume that your character's walking. Can't assume that. Oh, the Malphite was gold 3, huh? Yeah, see, that auto attack was not a good idea. That auto attack you just did on him made you take a bunch of damage unnecessarily. Yeah. This is what you want to be doing. You want to be harassing him with your abilities. You don't want to use your auto attacks. And you're missing CS. You're missing precious CS. You're getting good harass down, and you're almost 6. Once you hit 6, you can actually look to go all in, but he just hit 6 too. So it's unlikely you'll get a kill unless you have Ignite 2, which you don't have. But under the tower, that's a different story. Ah, you did exactly what I would have done. I would have Elastic Slingshotted back, and if I hit him, I would have ulted him under the tower. He turned at the right moment. If he turned just a second later, he'd be, see, once again, you're using your abilities on to push the wave. You shouldn't be pushing. Let him push. See, that is okay. If you're using your abilities to harass him at the same time, that's okay. But you don't want to be shoving the wave unless you have no choice. And the have no choice, typically the only case I'd say where you have no choice is when you're harassing him. Look at that. Oh, beautiful. If you had Ignite right now, he'd be dead. Ah, nice. You actually could have killed him. If you flashed before you used your Q, you would have killed him. But this is okay. He's so low that you might still be able to kill him. You just need to wait for your Ignite to come back up. When your Ignite comes back up, it's a freak. Oh, actually, Talon's coming. I'd just dive him right now. Yeah, he's dead. Just leave it to the Talon. Wow, you're gonna die for that. Oops. That was a picture-perfect ultimate from the Malphite. Picture-perfect. He did a point-blank ultimate that hit both of you and ensured that you died. That was a really, really good play from the Malphite. But again, that would never have happened if you weren't shoving it in. That situation never would have shown up. Instead, the Talon would have roamed this way, and it would have been a free kill. You're pushing too hard. I'd say patience. Let him be the one. Let him be the aggressor. You win any sort of aggressive exchange that he does and does wrong. Yep, it is an AP Malphite by the looks of it, which means he's going to be doing a ton of damage. In your case, I mean, in general, I would go for Banner here, but since he's going for AP Malphite, I'd actually say Spirit Visage is a really good choice. Banner would also be a really good choice. But Spirit Visage is a better option because it means that you'll be able to ignore his damage. And if you can ignore his damage, then your base values are going to be much better than his. Hey, Ma, look, no hands. Alright, where was I? That's right. I'm going to watch this game in the ancient Greek fashion while eating grapes. Okay, actually, I really shouldn't do that. Never mind. I'll hold on to the grapes in my mouth. So yeah, see, since he's not going magic resist, or at least not really. Good. Well done. Well done. You saw the gank coming because of your ward. You positioned. You last. Wait, what? I like that, but wow, he's gonna live. I like the thought behind what you did. I like the thought a lot, but you were just too low on health at that point. Let's look at that again. I really like the thought, and I think you also used your Ignite a little too early. I like the thought a lot. And I like you doing that too. But yeah, you should not have done that. It was a nice thought, but you should have, so close. Oh! So close. Wait, does she have Deathfire Touch or something? She doesn't have red buff. How did she kill you? Was it the red smite? Really, Jax? Yeah, I really like the thought of what you did. I really like the thought. The way that you flashed and ulted both of them under the tower, I really like it, but at the time you were just a little too low on health. Just a little too low on health. And once the fight was turning south, which it was pretty quickly turning south, I would have been just picking up blobs as I run away. I would have held on to the Ignite and just picked up blobs as I ran. It was a very high-risk, high-reward maneuver you did there that did not work out. Nice thought, though. I'm definitely not averse to the risky decision you took, although you lost out on a lot. You lost out on at least 3 CS here by doing what you did. Let's look at this in slow motion instead. So you're going to lose the cannon. Can't help that. So what you should have done, focus this. You got it. Now wait. Take this one. I don't know why you're AoEing these backline. Why are you doing this, Jax? I don't know why you were AoEing the back line. You should just let the tower hit them once, you auto them, and if you need to, you W as well. But yeah, you missed at least 3 CS you easily could have covered. That's the other thing, is that you also don't have Leandri's Torment or Haunting Guys, so you can't clear the back wave in one rotation ability set. You're missing a lot of CS. Right now, I'd say, at this point in the game, you should have at least 60 CS. At least. What is it? You're supposed to have about 8 CS a minute? Is that supposed to be the good average? I think 8 CS a minute is supposed to be a good average. Which right now, you're very far behind. I don't like that you're auto-attacking him in the fights. Because it means they're going to be taking extra damage. You didn't take that much extra damage. The other thing I don't like is that you elastic slingshotted here. When you're very deep. If Diana were to just show up, you don't have flash. You do have your ultimate, but you don't have flash. It's pretty likely you were going to die. Yeah, because he's going full AP, you're going to be hitting him so hard. He's going to be hitting you hard, but you'll regenerate it fast. Again, I just don't like that you're shoving the wave. This is one of those lanes where, since he's going AP Malphite, he's squishy as fuck. Squishy as fuck. You shouldn't be pushing. You should force him to risk himself. Instead, you're putting yourself in the risky position. You should only push if you're going to harass at the same time. Plus, he's CSing pretty well under his tower, considering the circumstances. Oh, he's probably going to miss that one. You did deny him a bit of CS by shoving it in, but once again, I feel like the best course of action is to not shove. He missed another cannon. If you had Ignite, he'd be dead. If you had Ignite, he'd be dead. But you burned your Ignite earlier on something that didn't result in a kill. It was very close. In the same circumstance, if I decided to go for the kill too, I would have ignited there, but I would have backed away the moment it looked like I was gonna die and not get a kill. Because you easily could have survived. Damn, you took 2 tower shots in the minion block. Yeah, it looks like we might only get 1 game of Earth. We'll see. We'll see. Sorry, but coaching is important. Hey, maybe the Earth games will go fast. You never know. Yeah. I don't like that you're shoving him under the tower. Now you have Ignite, but you don't have your ult. You're doing so much damage to him, but you just can't finish it because he's farming under the tower. If only you let it push. You know, Tom, you can always submit a Zach game too. I'd be happy to give you some coaching. As I eat food, apparently. This is the Zach lunch hour of power. See, I especially would advise against doing this hard shoving strategy that you've been doing, since you didn't go for banner first. If you went banner first, this tower would already be gone. Well, I'm assuming you'd have banner at this point. Which you might not. That should be a kill. Yeah, he's dead. You got it. He can't live. Nicely done. You whittled him down, but you could have either killed him a lot earlier or denied him a lot of CS. Wait, what the fuck is that guy's name? Sphincter Beacon and Mr. Poopy Buttholes. Okay. Alright, so it's at this point in the game, now that you've backed, this is where I would look at the teams and decide who's strong, who's not, who do I focus in fights. So your bot lane is strong, their bot lane is weak. The Aurelian Soul is strong. Your Talon is okay. A little weak, but okay. The Diana is strong. Your Volibear is actually a little weak. Damn, you ended up losing the tower. Shit. That's no good. I wouldn't do this. I would not do this. Yeah, see? You're gonna die. Probably, yeah, you're dead. See, that's the thing. When you were coming up here, you should have seen that she was decently fed at the time. She was 203, you were 121. You do have Spirit Visage, yes, but she has Red Smite. She has Red Smite, a bunch of kills, more CS than you do. She has more CS than you have. Let's look at her money. At the time, she had a 2,000 gold lead on you. She had, on her own, 2,000 more gold than you. You were never winning that fight. You were never winning that fight. Diana's also not an easy champion to deal with because her shield. If you look at Diana's... Jax, get the... If you look at Diana, which I'm trying to, look at how much that shield gives you. It grants a temporary shield that absorbs 85 plus 52 damage. And then it doubles again if she hits you with all 3. So she's going to hit you with all 3. Oh, shit. Damn, 5th of April. Jesus, man. How can you go so long without playing a game of Zac? For me, I think I'd start feeling sick if I did. Hmm? Ah, I see. Now you're going for either Banner or Zerot. I'm guessing you're going for Banner now. Banner after Spirit Visage is okay, but I would have gone for it first. Oh, God. The Diana's murdering your team. So, yeah. It looks like in team fights, my focus would be the Aurelion Soul or the Diana with a bigger focus on the Aurelion Soul. Aurelion Soul's got no escapes. He's a very easy champion that once you land on him, he can't do anything. He's stuck, he's screwed, he's gonna die. But yeah. So at this point in the game, I'd be very worried. Because, well, you don't have a tower to back to, and it looks like you're about to lose both your Tier 1 and Tier 2 mid tower. This game is going bad really fast. Yeah, you have to really consider what your impact is going to be for the team. Yeah, you should just go back top lane. So it looks like another tip I'd give you after the Diana fiasco is before you make any decisions on who you can fight in a one-on-one, see how strong they are by reading up on how they are in the game. When you went against the Diana, if I were to look at that fight before you even fought it, I'd say you're going to lose. Because that's just what happens. Oh, and don't feel bad. Don't feel bad about this. Learning is part of the process. And you've seen, I'm sure if you've been watching my stream long enough, you've seen games where I go 0-10. So, yeah, you shouldn't feel bad. In fact, the last game I played today, I went 0-5 against the Vlad, although, seriously, that was because my jungler refused to go top lane until well after it was too late. Aurelion Soul picked up too. Oh, God. Their team has a Tark. Oops. Yeah, your team's getting massacred with you not even being there. What is this guy doing? Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh! He's gonna get that kill, isn't he? No, he's not. No, he's not. And now Malphite's well at position. Ah, you bounced him the wrong way. You should still be able to get this kill unless he ults away. Never mind. Wow. Does he get extra movement speed from having all that AP? Nope, he doesn't. Oh, nice. Very nicely done. Might get away. Yeah, looks like he's going to get away. Well, nope, he's not getting away. And you did get an assist for that. Nice positioning. That was very nice positioning, being here to cut off his retreat. Very good. I actually... Oops. Oops. There's a rocky corpse. Ah, you didn't banner top. Damn. Yeah, this was your opportunity to kill this tower. You might still be able to take it out with a banner if you get there in time, but it's unlikely. Oh, gotcha. So let's look what's going on here. The Taric, man. New Taric might be a little OP. Yep, once again, it's the Diana here. You don't want to be fighting her face to face. You want to fight her under the tower. If she's willing to fight you near the tower like this, okay. But I would not fight her in any other circumstances because she is fed. And she's got Void Staff. Oh, God. Yeah, you can't fight her at all. If you ever got in a 1v1, she'd win. She would absolutely win. Now that she has Void Staff, oh. She's got Nashor's Tooth, Void Staff, and Runic Echoes. when you just have 2 items, she's going to destroy you. You don't want to be anywhere near that Diana. Oh, God. Talon's dead. Oh, you almost made it in time to save him, but you will kill her. Or will you? Yeah, you will. See, that shield is massive. It's just too bad you arrived like half a second too late. Oh, Tarek. Wait, what? How'd you miss that? I mean, he's still gonna die by the looks of it, but just barely. I don't know how that elastic slingshot had missed. Looks like your aim was a little tiny bit off. Yeah, I would have aimed for like this circle right here. Looks like you aimed and hit here. So the Tarek somehow didn't get hit. Uh-oh. He just took a lot of damage. Yeah, I wouldn't do this. Oh, wait, Aurelion Sol just did what? Why did your team just back away? Oh, God, Jhin. There was no Jhin. And you're backing away too, huh? Yeah, I would not have backed away in your case, though. So they got it, and now here you come. Yeah. So, like, in this case, you were at full health, and you saw their team. You had vision of their team, and Aurelion Sol was well out of position. I would have positioned myself, like, right here and waited. If they were really going to go for the dragon, I would have flown in as it was getting low. And your team would have followed you up and picked up a lot of kills. So in this case, I mean, it was a good shot you had from here. They got a kill and won the fight. But I feel like had you been here from the start instead of trying to back here at full health, there was no reason to back when you were at full health at that point. You should have been sitting here. Also, I don't know if you've used a banner yet this game. But yeah, it's pointless to use a banner now. This is the reason why I say banner should be your first item and not your second. It would have been a lot more useful about 10 minutes ago. When you were fighting against them and you both had your towers up, a proper banner would have taken his tower down all on its own. And then you could have used the banner to push the wave while you're not here and go join the team. Since it looks like the mid lane and the jungle were doing a lot of work, helping your own mid and jungle would have been a very good idea. At least your team's doing really... see the Aurelion Sol coming. Wait, what the fuck? The fuck is that? The fuck is this visual bug? Where is it going? Huh. Bye. Enjoy your voyages outside the rift. Oh, there he is. It is hard, but it happens. Dude, just keep in mind, I went from Plat 1 to Diamond 5. B, I went from, I went from Plat 1 to Diamond 1. And then I went from, see, this is just the beauty of it. He can't beat you. You're just too tanky. You're just too tanky. This is the reason why it's such a fun matchup. If he goes full AP, he's going to lose. He'll never win the all-ins. Uh-oh. Huh. Well, that's not good. Why is this whole section of the map dark? Weird. I would think that the inhibitor would have some vision. So yeah, it sucks. You and Malphite were dueling it out while your team was losing in the base. Yeah, it sucks. That sucks. You were not at the right place. You got a kill. You won the lane. You pushed it out with a banner. But I think the smarter thing would have been to drop the banner and go join your team. You didn't need to fight Malphite. Malphite would have spent like a good 2 or 3 minutes killing this thing. It would have taken him a while. In the meantime, you lost an inhibitor. I don't think this is your fault, per se, but the one way you could have mitigated that was by using the banner for what it's supposed to be used. It's a fire and forget thing. You drop it and you go away. You let the enemy top laner deal with it. Because right now, he's the only person who's not doing well. He's 1-5-8. Everyone else on the enemy team's doing okay. Actually, their bot lane is doing horribly. Your Jhin Morgana lane won. Not sure it matters, though. Not sure it matters. And Talon's one of those champions, sort of like Zed. The longer the game goes on, the weaker he becomes. Yeah, you want to be with your team. Oh. Huh. That Malphite ultimate was silly. Oh, no! Where's your ult? Oh, man. You didn't ult in time. That was a really nice elastic slingshot. Oh, you're going to die. You have your passive. Maybe... No, you're dead. Ballbear's not going to make it. Oh. Oh, you're not going to die. Oh, well, you are now going to... Oh. Uh-oh. That was a weird cue. That was a weird flash. Nicely done. Your elastic slingshot was the reason why you guys won the fight. No question. The elastic slingshot's the reason why that fight was won. Nicely done. But yeah, I would have ulted immediately after the elastic slingshot. There was a huge delay when you elastic slingshot and when you ulted there. I see what you're saying, but there's no reason to put yourself full on in harm's way without also throwing all your damage. You're helping your team by chunking them down. After your elastic slingshot and ultimate, every single one of them was at half health or below. If they want to fight after that, your team can win it. So that's the reason why I would have... If you're going to elastic slingshot, you hit 3 targets, you ult. It doesn't matter what happens. Because if you hit 3+ targets with your elastic slingshot and ultimate, you're going to win the follow-up fight. It's almost a guarantee. Almost. It's not a guarantee. Almost. Banner that. Banner it. Banner it. Banner it. Banner it. Banner it. Banner it. Banner it! Oh no! Yeah, it takes practice getting used to using the banner of command. Oops. Because had you bannered it, I mean, look at it. The Malphite would be up here still fighting this thing. Your banner would have died, yes. But the point is, the Malphite would have been stuck in top lane, and you could have gone and joined your team. Like right now, the banner would be over here. Diana would be in your jungle out of position. You could have been fighting this. Oh, and you can fight this. Oh, yeah, she's dead. Oh, she's so dead. What the hell did Morgana flash for? What the hell did Morgana flash for? No, no. I disagree with this. I disagree with this. They're pushing other objectives. You got your kill. Be happy with it. Now you should banner that. Okay, good. So at least you did eventually banner it. It all worked out. I think you could have done things differently, but it worked out. So what the fuck? Volley picked up a kill. But your Jhin got killed. Hold on, let's see your positioning there for a second. So, I don't like that you're rotating around this way. I would have rotated this way so that you can come into this, come over here and elastic slingshot over. Had you come around this way, you could have easily landed your elastic slingshot on one of these 2 targets. But because you didn't, now you can't fight. You can't fight. Oh no. You just missed your elastic. He jumped. He juked your elastic slingshot. I don't think he juked it intentionally, but he did. Yeah, in this case, I would have rotated this way. So you could have been here and elastic slingshotted with beautiful range. Since you elastic slingshotted here, you put that on cooldown. And it's not a long cooldown at this point in the game. At this point in the game, what is it? It's 7.4 second cooldown. It's not that long, but it's long enough where you weren't able to do it until you died. And now you lost another inhibitor. Ouch. Ouch. So I think your positioning at the beginning of that was off. You need to position yourself in a place where you don't think there's enemy wards and where you will have the greatest coverage on your elastic slingshot. Damn, he got really close to killing the target. He might still get him. Looks like he will. Oh! Yeah, just barely. And... okay. Worth. You guys did manage to pick up 3 kills for it. Wow. Uh-oh. Your Aurelian Soul, that was cute. Oh, that was a lot less cute. Uh-oh. Oh, he could have killed him. He got him. He was afraid that one more of those Constellation hits would have killed him. I like the Zerat placement in the middle. I like that a lot. Your inhibitor's down. That's good. Uh-oh, you should not be fighting this. You should not be fighting this. You're okay. You're barely okay. Yeah. You don't want to be fighting the Fed Diana alone. She is stronger than you. 16k gold. She has 17k gold versus your 12k. You can't fight that. You can't fight that at all. She's got 5, nearly 6 items. You haven't even finished your 4th. She's too strong. You should only be fighting Diana with a lot of teammates around. That is a scary, scary Diana. You also have to remember that Diana is probably one of the best late game AP carries because of her damage and tankiness. A 6-item Diana is one of the strongest AP carries in the game. Oh, she came from behind you. I missed that part. Well, then you should have disengaged the first moment you had the opportunity. Good banner. I like that. I like that a lot. Now you should join your team. In fact, the one thing I don't like about this is that you still don't have you still don't have Leandri's Torment. How much gold do you have? Yeah, you need more gold. You need a couple hundred more gold. Leandri's Torment is what gives you the bang when you go flying in. Yeah. I like your positioning. I'd be hanging out like right here or right here. Yep, I'd hang out right there right now. Yeah, you keep wandering around when you need to just position yourself in a way that you'll be able to jump in if you're needed. Oh, you're way out of position now. And again, you're fully visible. I'd be skulking here. Yep. That's... okay. I don't know what happened there, but looks like you guys won that. Yep, you guys won that pretty hardcore. Yeah, you got that. You didn't see the heal. He's not going to get away, though. Nice. But yeah, in general, for that fight, you needed to position yourself either here, here, or here. Those 3 locations would have given you full vision and full coverage of that fight. But because you kept walking around, there were several risks that happened. Because you were constantly walking around, there was a risk that A, a fight would break out, and you wouldn't be in position to elastic slingshot. B, you're walking around so much that there's a chance that if there's a ward somewhere, they're spotting you the entire time you're wandering around. It's better to find a spot that's out of potential vision range and set up there. So you should have set up here, here, or there. And then just wait. Just wait until the situation showed up. If things got nasty and you needed to run, if you're here, here, or here, you can easily get away. It's a good thing the fight still worked out. I don't even know how you guys won it. The Aurelian Soul. 10, 10, 10. He's got trip 10s. Which would normally be a great hand in Hold'em, but it's not a great thing to have in League of Legends. League of Legends. So the good news is your Jhin is very fed. Very fed. He can carry the game if you can keep him alive. So I'd actually focus my strategy now on keeping Jhin alive as secondary, and your first objective is to land on Aurelian Soul or Diana. Or actually, you know what? I take it back. My goal at this point in the game... Oh, she's dead. She's probably dead. Yeah, she's dead. This could be game. The Jhin dying there, that could be... I'd run. I'd run. There's nothing for you to do here. The fight's already over. When the Jhin got caught out, that should have been the end of it. Your whole team should have backed away. You're going to lose 2 inhibitors for that. Yeah, wow, the Jhin fucked up. The Jhin is your lifeline. He's the carry on your team. He's the only one who can carry this game. So yes, I would focus on actually one of 2 things. One, if I can hit 3 people with an elastic slingshot into ultimate, I would do that. No. Yeah, that's game. Damn, that's game right there. That sucks. This isn't even your fault. The game ended. Oh, and you didn't even kill Aurelian Soul. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, wow, the game ended without your input at all. That's not your fault at all. The Jin got caught out, and then the rest of your team just flew in to die afterwards. Ugh. So yeah, after that game, I would well, let me first log on to another account, and then we shall set up an Earth game. So suggestions: 1, you should be working on your last hitting and on precision of your skill use. It looked like you easily could have gotten a lot more CS, and it feels like you didn't need to push the wave in a lot of cases. Ooh, congratulations. All right, let's do this. All right, so